the penis versus the clitoris. Now, as far as I'm concerned, these are fraternal twins. Can you see the similarity? Do you see what I see? All right, let me show you. This is the glans penis, that area right there. And that is our glans clitoris, that area right there. They are pretty similar, and they are erectile tissue. They actually get erect. Amazing similarity, right? Point one. Point two, this is called the cavernous body, and this is also called the cavernous body. Again, they have the same name, same tissue. They come from the same origin, the same embryonic origin. Amazing similarity. And the only difference is that when we're born as a female, we don't get the androgen stimulation like testosterone. The guys do, and they develop the penis. We don't, and we develop the clitoris, okay, with our female hormones. So the cavernous body, you can see that same shape. The guys have it. Of course, theirs is longer, right? Then we have the spongious body, which is right here, coming from the spongiosum, right? Right here. They have that same tissue, the same origin. Then we have the bulbs, right? So the bulb here is not split in the male, but our bulb is split in the female. Then we have the wings, the crura, the wings, the crura in the men. Like I said, fraternal twins. Amazing. Now, look, the only difference is that we women, we have our clitoris, and it is separate from the urethra. The urethra comes in the center right here. That is where the clitoris and the penis differ. The urethra opening is a separate entrance, while in the men, it comes out from the same glands, from the same part of the spongiosum. So it's developed within the same part of the penis structure. Unlike us, it's a separate structure. And then, of course, we have the vagina here, and men don't have a vagina, right? But if you can see the similarity, you'll see that they both do pretty much similar things. We know they're not the same thing, but I wanted you to know that the penis versus the clitoris is pretty similar. So they have about 4 or 5 things in common. The only difference is that 2 things. One, the urethra is not part of the clitoris, while the urethra is part of the penis in the man. So the second difference is the bulb. The bulb here does not split, while the bulb in our clitoris splits. And of course, you can see the reason why, so that we can have the urethra and the vagina opening there separate, so that we can, of course, give birth, and it's connected to the uterus and stuff. The guys don't need that. They just need to have that structure there for, procreation, which we know that's the primary reason why we have the penis and the clitoris. Now, obviously, the clitoris is more for pleasure than the penis. The penis, of course, has the semen, but we have to get that penis into the vagina for us to procreate, right? So the most important thing I wanted you to see was the structure there is something that you don't really see when you are looking at the female parts, right? You really see more of that, right? So I'm overlaying that so that you see the tip of the clitoris. You're not going to see the whole clitoris, right? Then you're going to see the urethra, which is the opening where the bladder comes from, then the vagina, and then, of course, the anus is down there. So that's what you really see. But behind the structure, voila, ta-da, is our clitoris, our beautiful clitoris, which has to be stimulated and has to be involved in the sexual arousal, the response, the orgasm that I want us to all have, right? Men and women, I do want you both to have orgasms. But again, as a female, I see more of an issue with orgasm. So I want to emphasize, guys, that yes, don't be grossed out. Don't get shocked. Don't go ew, because this is not an ew thing. This is something that we want the whole world to know. That is our new clitoris. And it is similar to your penis. Again, you guys, of course, are bigger, we're smaller, but the function is there. The erectile function is there in terms of getting erection, getting stimulation, getting aroused, and sending wild stimulation to our brain for us to have that orgasm. So just see the comparison. And please get familiar with it, because if you're not familiar with it, you're not going to know that this whole structure is going to swell up, get engorged. And when you do penetrate, vaginal penetration, and hitting the G spot, which of course is in there and other spots, you want to be able to know that that is behind there and needs to wake up. And again, I'm going to show it to you again. The area here is what you're seeing, right? This is the labia majora and the minora. The minora, you follow it up, you'll get to the clitoris. If you don't know where the clitoris is, or the glans clitoris, just follow the smaller inner lips up and you get to the tip of the clitoris. And then you want to stimulate the whole area, because that's the vulva. And we have the U spot here. Again, the lips, the inner lips, which is the labia minora, very, 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 erogenous. So please just remember, this is a very important erogenous zone, and you're trying to get to the clitoris by stimulating outside of the clitoris. Again, the vulva or the vestibule, which is important, and you guys know what you can do in terms of stimulation, right? But if you're not sure, you've got to get to a doctor like me and learn. So I am going to try and do some classes, and we're going to see whether we can go deeper into this, stimulating the clitoris. But I do want you to, first of all, understand that that is our clitoris. I've shown it to you before, and I want you to know that women still don't know that that's our clitoris. We women need to know. It's hiding behind the vulva, the lips, but I need you to know that that is what we need to get stimulated and woken up to, again, grab the penis when it enters the vagina, okay? So when the penis enters the vagina, we want that clitoris swollen and ready to grab and ready to tighten and give us that rhythmic contraction, which the guys really want, and which will help, again, have that arousal and the stages of the sexual response be successful, so that you get your orgasm. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is great news. Fraternal twins, not identical twins, right? But fraternal twins, and we're meant to be one. And that's what I want you to understand. Love the clitoris, love the penis, know your clitoris, know your penis. Understand that it is not a small little bulb. It is a whole complex structure that needs to be awakened. And of course, you need to stimulate it in your, sexual activity and in your excitement and trying to arouse your partner. Again, that is one erogenous zone. There are several others, the breast, etc. And I want you to just not forget the obvious, and they say one of the main erogenous areas is the clitoris and the vulva. And we do not want you to miss that fact that they are very similar. So you got to respect each one and know that this is the anatomy of the clitoris and the penis, and they are, as far as I'm concerned, fraternal twins, all for you to enjoy and reach your orgasm. Okay, guys, just wanted to talk to you about that briefly. And I want you to remember, get familiar with your clitoris. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Talk to you later. Bye.